All right. We're here. Believe it or not, we're alive and well. How are you, everybody? I understand that some of you who are with the Gold Bagel team here, you are not getting updates from YouTube this morning that I was on the air. Totally out of my control if YouTube does what it's supposed to be doing. Alerts were made, and I think the alerts for this show are working, but the alerts for the Gold Bagel member show didn't, and so there were a number of you there who you know I'm on the air, so you're going to figure it out. But it is what it is. Welcome all to the program this morning, however, and welcome to a fun day. We are watching all kinds of stuff going on here right now. I was just keeping an eye on the GDP numbers that just came out for the U.S. economy. Apparently, it's surging for a strong finish to 2023, which, of course, means that that someone has to get the credit for all of this. Who do you give credit to for an unemployment rate under 4%, GDP growing much stronger than thought, gasoline down to $3 a gallon? There's a big debate going on in the USA. Who should get credit for all this? I think we should just credit Ronald Reagan and get it over with, and we'll be fine. No one will be mad at that. We can't say Jimmy Carter. No, we can't say Jimmy Carter or maybe President Ford. Let's give the credit to President Ford. He was an okay guy. He was only in the White House for 3.5 years. It's okay. Welcome all to the program, where I try to stir up all kinds of stuff. It's the stock market in plain English with your buddy Uncle Bruce here for Thursday, January the 25th, 2024. How you doing? Welcome to the program. You having fun out there, kids? I'm watching all kinds of stuff going on here. I'm trying to figure out what the heck is happening in this world of ours. U.S. durable good orders were flat in December. That just came out. I'm reading all these headlines. GDP growth, the economy grew at 3.3% annual pace for the fourth quarter, higher than everyone was thinking. Where is the recession? Where is the recession? Donald Trump is praying for a recession. He wants the market to crap out. He wants the U.S. economy to go into the crapper so that he can get reelected and say, "I'm your savior." But he's not getting what he wants. The economy is spitting out all kinds of jobs. There's all kinds of spending going on. Companies seem to be making money, although Tesla today is a little wobbly, but IBM is just doing great. What's going on? How can this be happening? We're down 14 on the Dow. We were down 100 earlier this morning, so maybe the Dow is reacting positively to this news that we just have coming up. I'm trying to follow it myself, do the best I can with what little I have. I don't quite don't know. We'll just keep an eye on it, and we'll just kind of figure it out. Yeah, strong finish for 2023 on the GDP growth. Very, very interesting. 21-cent gain on Sofi, by the way. That just kicked in, just in the last few moments. Sofi was sitting here at about 760, 755, 760. All of a sudden, Sofi took a shot. 777 a share, up 21 cents a share. Interesting. Rocket Lab's up a penny. GameStop is up 4. Matterport looks like it's up a penny. What else is going on here? Nothing much else. Apple is up 31 cents. Goldman Sachs up 60 cents. Cisco up 32. Tesla, the big loser, down $18 at 189.74 in the pre-market. ARC Innovations down a dime. Microsoft down 270. Nothing on Pfizer yet. HBQ down 4. Google down 130. Google's up 130, but Amazon is down 72. Nvidia's up again, 623, up 974, up 14 yesterday. Unity up 61 cents to 33.65. AI up 36. They are trying to recover some of their losses from last night. Adobe's down 350. The Netflix up another 670 this morning. It was up $52 yesterday. $5.51 a share. Spiders are up 166. The Qs are up 180. IBM is up 11.40. There's a big winner here, 185. We were up even more than that, even up a couple of more dollars than this. Meta Platforms, the old Facebook, down 70 cents. Vanik Semiconductors up 270. Home Depot up 216. Enphase up 198. So we got positive there. Wow, interesting. See what's going on here. The ECB, this is in Europe. The central bankers have kept rates unchanged ahead of the next Fed meeting. Bank of Canada yesterday, unchanged for interest rates. No one is dropping interest rates anywhere ahead of the possible adjustments to the interest rates from America. But more and more analysts and experts in the interest rate game are saying the chances of a interest rate drop for March that people had been betting on big time is falling off the table. The likelihood of that is quickly evaporating. There'll be virtually no chance of an interest rate drop coming up in interest rates in the U.S. in March. That is the common theme right now. Interesting, though, the market is not paying attention to that. The market wants to go higher. That's the story. So we'll see what's going on. First-time jobless claims higher in the latest week. That's another bulletin that just came out. That might be good for the possible index markets. Dow right now is up 37. S&P is up 11. NASDAQ is up 59 points. Crude oil up 98 cents a barrel to $76. So there might be something to that. Positive for the market. I don't know. Says Sofi right now, 772, up 16 cents. But it's not helping Tesla at this point, still down to that 189 level. All right. Welcome, everyone, to the program. Nice to have you here. Alex, good morning, my friend. The number one thumbs up here today. Splair, good morning. Wishing a successful and relaxed day to everybody. Richard Carlin is here, number 5. Lame Duck, number 9. Hector is here at number 8. Susan is here. How you doing, Susan Shops? The Big E is in the house with the number 10 thumbs up. Susan Shops is saying, I'm number 11. Marie B, good morning, everybody. Double D, good morning. Hector, I did not receive an email from Uncle Bruce this morning for the Gold Bagel Alert. Is it just me? No, not you. Apparently, everyone didn't get it. Lorraine, hello, everybody. Cindy B, I couldn't find it either. Zed, good morning. Amy J, I'm number 22 on the thumbs up meter, Bruce. I'm in the house. Welcome. Somebody called the Black Hockey Club is here. Kind of a weird name for a channel, but you're here. David Duff is definitely here. And David, welcome, sir, to the show. Glad to have you with us as a new member and follower and class taker. Way to go, buddy. White Feather, I found the link under the community tab on the channel page. You see, there was supposed to be an alert given to all you guys, and it didn't get shipped out by YouTube. YouTube dropped the ball today. Bobby Atkinson, not just you, Hector. It's the same time each day. Got to go to his page to find these links. Hector, well, he loaded a show, so he's awake. Might be issues on the home front. No issues on the home front. Colton Beethman is in the house. Good morning. Welcome. Nice to have you. I don't see your name very often. Nice to see you this morning. Bobby, the pre-show, it just finished, Hector. You probably won't receive alerts. These messages, I guess, happened a little while ago. I'm obviously, as usual, behind. Hello there. It is. Dude says, who has egg on their face? This guy. Hector, Bobby, I can never find what is referred to as the community tab. Comical name. Good morning, everybody. Dude face, it's on the main channel page. Hector, could someone send that link to me on Discord? Bobby, you cannot link. It's under the subscription tab in YouTube. Aurora, number 34. Good morning, Bruce. Justin Schaefer's in the house. Just had a 10-cent pop pre-market welcome. Amy J, Hector, click on See Perks and you should see it. Justin on SoFi shares. Jay Trader, I like bagels. Welcome, Jay. Alberto, good morning, Bagel Familia. We can begin now. Alberto's in the house. Karen is here. We're at number 41. Jay Trader's here. Honeybee is here. Brian is here. Hi, guys. And hello. Jay Trader, is that the Warren Buffett? Who else? Burrow King Sound. Good morning, Uncle Bruce, number 42. And I'm glad you could all make it to see us this morning and join in. We're watching the pre-market here to try to figure out which way the market wants to go. Dow's up 40 points or so right now. S&P is up 12. NASDAQ up 62. Slight gains. The oil holding a 99-cent gain right now. There you are. There, that's the story. I'm sticking to it. I'm not going to waver. What's going to happen with SoFi? This is the question everybody has on their minds. We only have 2 trading days left until we open for Monday morning, and in the pre-market Monday, SoFi releases their financials. So this stock can only trade today, Thursday. Then it can trade all day tomorrow, and the next time the stock opens on the NASDAQ Stock Exchange is Monday after earnings are released. So we're down to 2 trading days for SoFi pre-earnings report trading. Is anyone paying attention to this? I don't really know. The stock's at 766, 771. It's jumping around. Certainly not at $8. It's not at $9. I am shocked that it's not there. I'm kind of surprised. I don't know what more I don't know what more evidence the market needs to believe in the fact that this stock could well be justifiably valued at $20 to $30 a share within a couple of months from now. I don't know what more it needs. I really don't know. I don't have the answer. Why is it that SoFi is so held back? Why is it just not catching fire with the average market investor? We have a 13.3% short position against the public float. That's not that ridiculously heavy. It's 20% would be concerning, 30% would be interesting, but it's only at 13.3. So it's not the short number that's really holding it back. I don't think so. I'm not going to buy that unless there's a lot of synthetic shorting going on that we don't see through the derivatives market, and maybe there is that. But I'm kind of curious to see just what the company will report, what kind of revenues they report on the gross, like on the top line, how that translates to a profit on the bottom line, how many members they've added, how many dollars of deposits they've added, where do they rank in the bank ranking, how big a bank are they now? There's a lot to absorb here. We also want to find out, and we will investigate, see, and I can guarantee you, the week after, like next week, all next week, there will be the company will be sliced into all kinds of pieces, and people will look at every little bit of SoFi because there's a lot to look into. It's not just how many people lined up at the teller window. There are no tellers. The credit card division, the stock division, the student loan division, the personal loan department, their mortgage business, Galileo's business, all their other back office software business. This entity has a lot going on here, which again, I am convinced most investors don't even think about it. They just look at SoFi as a stock I'm just going to play. I'm just going to play SoFi and hopefully I'll make money. And that's what they're going to do. Dean, good morning, everybody. Neat is here. I'm in need of a SoFi pop-up right now, please. I don't know who this is, but SoFi is going up. Alberto, BlackRock will heavily invest in SoFi next week after earnings, in my opinion. Paul, good morning, everybody. I'm number 53. CKT, I'm 54. Brian, Alberta, is that good news or just news? Is that good news or just news? BlackRock owns millions of shares of every stock in the market, and Vanguard, I'm sure they like to lend shares. Touch grass, Wall Street knows and controls. Larry Titus, good morning, folks, number 60. Zeta State, SoFi has a lot of stock, and SoFi does not have enough institutional owners. They will very shortly, not too long from now, there will be a lot more institutional owners of SoFi stock. Pat Merkley, neat. Brian, there's said I was asking about you. I was like, where is Zed? Seamus is in the house. SoFi at work becoming interesting too. Good morning, Seamus, to the show today. Nice to see you here. I know it's afternoon for you, isn't it? Nice, Brian. You survived the snowstorm. Brian is asking. I don't know who's asking. Thatch 62. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. Bobby Atkinson. My tinfoil shaped like pirate hat says SoFi starts to climb today because of earnings on Monday. There, Alberto, Brian. Great news. There what can I say? 771 right now is the last trade on 884,000 pre-market for Sofi. 40 minutes to go before we open for the session, and 772 on 884,000 volume. There you go. I want to tell you guys something that pretty well all of you know. I think all of you know. If you're a newbie here, this might be info you're not fully aware of, but you should be aware of it. You may have heard this elsewhere. I don't know. The reality of the markets is that there are those in the know and those who don't know. And what I mean by that is the professional firms, the big institutional trading houses, the massive brokerage firms that dominate the exchanges, the institutional investors that are their clients, the big hedge funds, all the mutual fund people, ETF people, pension fund people, and on and on and on it goes. The whole gamut. These folks, for obvious reasons, must be well informed on what's going on out there. They have advisors helping them determine what's going on out there by probably hundreds of thousands. There's like armies of people who do nothing but inform and consult and update institutional investors and massive brokerage firms as to where are we at and what's going on. Now, they love to use fancy words that I don't use here because I try to keep it in plain English for you guys. There are more investors in the world like yourselves than institutional investors, okay? You guys, unfortunately, and this is just the reality of the life, it's nothing personal, it's just the way it is. There's no way that many of you have 15 terminals in front of you right now with 12 screens and 2 or 3 assistants sitting right behind you to point at stuff that you should be watching. And you don't have a back office of research over there. You don't have head office guys up here who are in touch with the rest of the street to give you a heads up on what's going on. You are trying to trade the market against some of the most highly advanced and funded professionals ever created on the planet Earth. All right. Back in the 60s and 70s and 80s, when I entered the business in the 70s, if you wanted to know what was going on, you had to talk to veterans who'd been around a while who could tell you just what the atmosphere is like in the markets over years of experience. And the best place I found that I could go for an update and a vibe on what's going on were brokers, stockbrokers, and management people in brokerage firms that were over 50 years old. 55, 60-year-olds, because those guys have been around for 20, 30 years. In their 30s, they became licensed, and they've got 20, 30 years of experience back from the 1950s to the 1980s. What happened before the 50s didn't matter in the 1980s, more or less. It just gave us a good background of where we come from and how we got here. Today, it's 2024, and the professionals in New York and in Frankfurt and London and all the other financial centers around the world, they're in their 30s and 40s and 50s. And then there are some like me that hang around that are older. But I'm not in the industry anymore. I'm not a licensed guy. I'm just a personal guy giving you my personal opinion. But I want to tell you guys that you are up against some of the most funded and well-informed traders we have ever seen. Because back in my day, when I was a stockbroker in 1980, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, I had a computer terminal at my desk right over there. And it was basically a monitor. And it was linked into a computer system, probably in Toronto, Ontario, 2,000 miles away. And what went in there and what I got to see was selective, because it was up to my firm, the company I worked with, the brokerage company, to decide what they would subscribe to for our systems that we could have access to. Now, in my office in those days, we had a ticker machine, one of those you only see them in the movies now. They go and they just print and print and print stories all day long. And that was what used to be Bloomberg, the old Bloomberg news terminal, and the Newswire from Canadian Newswire and other services. And we used to get headline stories about politics, about conflicts, terrorism stuff, you name it, and business news constantly coming out of that machine. And that's how we got our information way back when. Today, a trader of options or stocks or what have you has all kinds of terminals in front of them. One of them is just news. One of them is interest rate policy news, banking news, research coming out at them. I mean, it's just endless. They're being bombarded with it. And there are 2 or 3 people with that person in a cubicle from time to time, or they have their own 15 screens all watching stuff and relaying info to the trader right over here. And there are dozens of traders inside these funds, hedge fund offices, that are fed information by dozens more professionals who are experts at disseminating news and getting the info to these guys for giving them a heads up. And the reason these people get this kind of information is because these are traders that are, you think day traders are active? These guys are lightning fast traders. They will be in and out of trades on markets like stocks or options, or they will be lightning quick traders through derivatives trading with millions of dollars per transaction on the line. And these are the people that will quickly take a 5-penny win on a trade, and that works up to $50,000 in net profit because of the volume of their business. This is who you compete against, along with the millions of saps out there who have no clue what in the hell is going on, don't know this channel even exists. They've never heard of Stock Markets with Birds, never will, because they are not on the internet like you guys are, or they're not as well connected, or they're very busy people and they just place the occasional wager on a stock or an option and just hope for the best. A lot of people treat the stock market as a form of betting, like sports betting or a lottery win or going to the casino. It's just, that's all they consider the stock market to be. The professionals who are really dedicated, they look at this business as their lifeblood. And many trading professionals really believe that they only have to do what they're doing for 5 to 10 years, and then they can retire from this business having made a ton of money, or they can get out of the position they're in the firm that they're with, to create their own firm and secure their own clientele because they have gathered all this knowledge and experience, and now they're going to create their own little miniature hedge fund and start with $50 million, $100 million of capital, and start trading with that and grow it. You guys writing options in the options market are in the 5 percentile group. Only 5% of all participants do anything near what you do, and 95% of the 5% are institutions. You guys are 5% of the 5% of the entire market when it comes to smaller retail traders creating options and looking for credit spreads and looking for cash secured put trades and looking for iron condor trades and looking for writing covered calls and poor mind covered calls. If you're really zeroing in on the writing side of option writing, calls and puts, you are among a very small niche of people. And that is why every day when you join me here, you don't see 5,000 people. I have a meter up here. You probably have a meter somewhere down here. You don't see 5,000 people watching me at the same time, because this is, for a lot of people, incredibly complicated, and they can't get over the psychology of this business. So today, with Tesla having a shot lower, you understand, many of you understand, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to either close out an existing position for a nice little profit if you were a call writer. This might be, for some of you, an opportunity to close out an iron condor trade that you did a while ago. I don't know. This might be an opportunity today to take on a brand new iron condor or a brand new credit spread for something like Tesla. On IBM, which is up nicely, it might be the same thing. It might be a great day to close out cash secured puts if you've ever wrote those, or a great day to close out an iron condor trade or a credit spread trade, and or to make one or two. And when stocks go up nicely, you start looking at put contracts where you can do credit spreads behind the rising market. Let the stock go, write credit spreads behind it on puts, where you write a put, buy a put, take the spread, and look for shrinkage in a short period of time, 30 days, 60 days or less, and say, thank you very much, may I have another? And you decide how wide the spread is between the put you're writing and the put you're buying. That determines how many you're going to write, how many of these credit spreads are you going to create. If the spread is only $1.50 credit, $1.50 credit, $150 credit per position, you might do 10, 20, 30 of those, depending on the capital you have that you want to generate. It's all up to you, risk level, everything else. On the Tesla side, having just dropped dramatically, you might now be thinking, oh, geez, maybe I'll do a credit spread, a call credit spread. I'll write 250s and buy 260s, or I'll write 250s and buy 270s. Or 75s. I'll have a really wide spread between the call I write and the call I buy, and take a maximum credit and give this 30, 60 days and watch the shrinkage. Thank you very much. As soon as I'm up half or 3/4 on this trade, I'm out of here. And I've done 15 of those. Thank you. I'll do it again. It's up totally, completely up to you and your tolerance level of risk, timing, expected returns. But you are dealing with and running with a crowd that, generally speaking, are the most successful traders in the business. They make the most money out there. They've spent the most to have systems. It is not uncommon for one trader with 3 or 4 support staff, the cost to the firm for that person, those people, and all the research and all the computer system, everything else combined, to cost the firm $2 or $3 million a year to have that person there. So that individual who is that trader realizes that they have to make $50,000 a week to keep their job. If they don't make $50,000 in profits a week, they are costing their firm money. And you only make $30,000 this week, you cost the firm $20,000. You're not lasting long. You have a couple of months of that performance, you're out of a job. This is a pressure cooker position. This is why they are in and out of positions like crazy, but on multi-million-dollar wagers. There are dozens of these guys and girls, and they all want to be the head traders, and they all have their hopes, dreams, and wishes and aspirations going forward. Their assistants behind them all want to become the trader. They're all looking to move into that position. They're all earning their stripes and biding their time for their shot and watching what the trader does to learn and absorb so they can become traders themselves, either at the same firm or somewhere else. This is the game that is going on over there. And you guys are up against real professionals who are ruthless to make money. The key for you is to be writers of options on a conservative basis, out of the money contracts where you're being paid premium money, relatively short-term time frames, and very conservative wagers, where if you're doing a credit spread, that is pretty darn conservative. If you've limited your time, you've limited your risk, and you've maximized your possible return, and you're able to do rollovers because you have plenty of time ahead of you to do a rollover if necessary when a market goes one direction or another. These are the basics that you have to get your hands on. This is what you have to get into your heads. And if you're going to be successful on this, with the crowd that you're hanging out with here, you're going to learn how the options game works. And it comes back to the absolute basics of basics. What is an option contract? What is it really? And how do they really work? And how are they created? And how are they eliminated? And why do they go up when they go up? And why do they go down when they go down? Why is it that sometimes a stock goes against you that you thought or you indicated with your option position that a stock would either go up or down, it does go the wrong direction, and yet you still win. How is that? How is that possible? I have viewers that still are amazed that write options and they make money despite the fact the market went against them. Time. You have to understand the power of time and the advantage to you. You also have to understand the psychology of who you're up against. Now, I've been telling you in this little segment, you got to worry about the pros. I'm actually also telling you where your money is going to come from is where the pros get their money. They get their money from other pros, of course. Pros against pros, sure, that's given. But the professional traders, the institutional traders, really make most of their money from the gamblers who are sitting down here in the option pit trying to buy $500 worth of contracts, 1,000, 1,500, up to 20, 30,000 at a time. There are gamblers who will spend 10 grand on call options and give up if it goes down to 5, sell out. They'll throw another 5 grand together and do another $10,000 bet on something else. Yes, and there are day traders who think they are geniuses that day trade contracts. And there are many who don't know what they're doing. They don't know how options actually work. They just kind of, are aware how they trade, and they can enter the order into their phone, and they go long, and then they get out, and then they find another contract and they go long and they get out. And, some win here and there, but some lose terribly. And $5 trillion in the market at a time is not uncommon for the option pit, the option market. 5 trillion is sloshing around, and the pros are trying to get their sliver of that money, and so are you. And the good news for you is you do not need to make $1 million a week to pay your bills. You generate $30,000 a month in profits writing options. I will tell you, I'm pretty sure that 99% of that is net profit to you. Your costs are virtually nothing to make this kind of cash, except for the brain power you're going to dedicate to it, the time you're going to dedicate to it. But I'll tell you right here, so many of you have figured out in not too long a time frame that you'll do your calculations and you'll say to yourselves, gee, last month, in the last 30 days or so, I have made so much money writing option. And then I tell you guys, well, how many hours did you work for that? How many hours did you put in to get that kind of cash? And you'll go, well, the market's only open so many hours a day, and I watch about half the time. And I go, no, you put in more time than that. Come on, you got to give yourself a little credit. You studied, you're researching on the internet, maybe you've taken a class or two. You put in some time. But even with all that, over time, you guys do figure out the hourly rate of money that you can make writing options if you just used a 40-hour week, like a standard work week, the old days, can be stunning. If you can make $1,000 a week trading options, that's like making $25 an hour at 40 hours a week. Well, $2,000 a week, that's $50 an hour. Are you getting paid $50 an hour at your job? Many of you figured out pretty quickly, too. You make more money per hour trading options than you do working for your employer. And if you didn't have to work for your employer, you'd have more time to dedicate to trading options, which could make you more money because you're going to be aware of more developments during the day. Like the pros, you'll be even deadlier. And all of a sudden you go, well, Bruce, if I only have to make 20 hours worth of money to equal what I made at work at 40 hours. And that's just before commuting costs and time as well. A lot of you have figured out very quickly that in a pretty short period of time, if you've got 50,000, 40,000, 80,000 or more, you can make a lot more money doing option writing than you can working for a living for anybody else. And so I welcome you to the party, especially the noobs who are here, the newbies. I'm really excited for you. Again, I'm unlike any other YouTuber out there. Really, there's so many YouTubers out there who are trying to impress you with fancy charting and fancy technical whatever gobbledygook. You don't need to learn this crap, believe it or not. These professional traders at these hedge funds, and everywhere else, they have all their advisors. You don't need advisors. You don't need 25 computer screens. You don't need to have Zoom conference calls with trading analysts around the world. You don't actually need to subscribe to a lot of these so-called investment services that you're probably being bombarded with, maybe on my channel here with pre-ads. I mean, how many times do you get ads from outfits saying you know we can make you a better trader, or we can help you disseminate the market or figure it out? You don't need to learn this crap. You need to understand basic human psychological behavior. Greed and fear are the two big ones. You figure that out. You figure the market going any direction from fear to greed or greed to fear. You figure that out. You that's all you need to know. That's it. You've got more knowledge than you'll ever need to make a killing in this market. Patience is a virtue and can pay you handsomely. Learning to fold your arms, learning to analyze the street, the market, learning to stay within your convictions, but also allowing the market to tell you what it's actually doing, and then you going with the flow. You don't fight this market and win. You go with the market and win. That's the secret. And the sooner you buy into the market, letting you in on what it has in mind, believe it. Believe where the market is going, where the money is going. I used to talk to guys who were, really savvy in the market. And one of them once told me, just follow the money. Just see where the money's going. The market, the old expression is the market never lies. The market never lies. People lie. Analysts lie. Pundits lie. Promoters lie. The markets never lie. So if Tesla's off $14 today, the market is yelling at you, something's up. If IBM is up 12, $14 a share, something good is going on over there. And Sofi at 771, we can say, oh, this stock is so terribly undervalued. Yes, we can say that. And we might be very correct. But as of this moment, in this market, as of today, 771 is what Sofi is trading at. I don't think any of us are happy with that price, but that's what it's trading at. It doesn't lie. It is real. Stock really is 70.71. What can you do about it? Well, you could play the game of, well, the earnings are coming up, and stock has come off from 1030 in the last week and a half, 2 weeks. I like the idea of writing a cash secured put. Yep. Well, as long as you get a premium on it, you will win even if you're wrong. If the stock doesn't move very much and you've written an $8 cash secured put and got paid $1.50 for it, it's only worth 30 cents. The rest is premium. That's your money. So if you lose and only make $1 on the put, you've lost, and yet you still made $1 on your wager. You put up $800, made $100 on it. Put up 8,000, made 1,000 on it, and you lost. I like this game. I like losing by winning. I like it. This is what the thing is about this option market. You can be paid to lose. You can be paid winnings by losing. Remember, slot machines are one thing. Roulette wheels are another. The marble goes around and around and around. All those chips are on the table on all 36 numbers, and the 00 and the 000, whatever they're doing over there. But at the end of the day, the marble only stops on one number. And when it stops on that one number, all the rest of the chips come off the table. And the casino now has to pay out winners on whatever number had winners. So the casino doesn't win every dollar it gets. It wins a slice on every roll. Same thing with option writing. You guys will take a slice every single time you take an option position. And now you are doing what institutional traders are doing. You've joined their party. You are in their Nakatomi Tower, and you are pulling in the dough that they're pulling in. And it's constant cash flow every day, every week, every month. It doesn't matter what direction the market goes. These guys who run these huge outfits live very comfortable lives for the rest of their lives. They are always in comfort. They go to the Hamptons in the summertime. They go to Florida or Palm Springs in the wintertime. They go to Hawaii. They go to Europe whenever they want. They'll go and see an F1 race if they want to. They have the life that you dream about or hear about or watch in the movies. They do it in real life. They don't have to worry about an economy seat on Southwest Airlines and hope the plane doesn't get canceled today, because they fly private wherever they need to go and are well looked after because they're paying for it. They've got the money to buy this stuff. And where does the money come from? The saps on the option floor who don't know what the hell they're doing, who are trying a shortcut to make money without putting in the work. Many people that you've met, you've worked with, you've related to, whatever, do not want to put in the work. They don't want to put the work in that you've put in to learn what you've learned, to understand how this works. They just want the win. Just tell me what to buy. Hey, can you do me a favor? Next time you do an option trade, can you tell me what it is and I'll just join you? They can't just join you. You've set up level 1, 2, 3 trading, level 4 options trading for yourself. You've gone through all the headaches to get to find the right platform to do your trading with. You've done you've done the homework with the classes. You've been here. You've had one-on-ones with me. You've done all this effort to make money in this market. And you have a friend who says, hey, when you're getting ready to do one of those trades, give me a shout and I'll join you. They can't join you. They can't do the trade. They're not set up to do the trade. Their brokerage firm won't let them do the trade. They don't even know what it is. They won't understand what it is you're doing. You have made your trade, and now you try to tell someone else to do the same trade. They don't understand what you're talking about. They don't get it. What's a put contract? What does that mean? Why am I writing a put contract that has 3 months left to go? Why wouldn't I write one for a year? Why is it this price, not this price? They have no clue. They'll ask you what they think are intelligent questions. They don't even know what they're asking you. They haven't got a clue what the hell's going on. You do. You've studied. You've been here. You've paid the price to get to this level. You deserve to win. You deserve to win every single time. It's your turn. It's what you do. It's what you want to do. It's what you want to continue to do, and to do better every time you do a trade. I congratulate you all who are here. There are 200 people here right now. 200. 200 are figuring out how to write option contracts and make a killing on them. And millions don't even know we're here. They don't know you. They don't know me. And they're just looking for the one thing that'll change their lives. And they'll never find it. They'll never find it. They'll find nothing but frustration and heartache. And they'll be upset, and they'll want to blame somebody. And they'll be blaming the wrong person, because you can blame whoever your president is, prime minister is, dictator is. You can blame cabinet members. You can blame senators and congresspeople and mayors and police chiefs and librarians and school board trustees. You can blame anyone you want for anything out there. At the end of the day, there's only one person that can really make any changes. It's the one that stares back at you when you're in the bathroom in the morning brushing your teeth, and you're looking at yourself going, oh, there's the person that can change my life. This is the guy or girl that got me here. This is the person that can take me to another level, but I have to want it bad enough. 202 of you now, 201 of you are here. You want it bad enough. I congratulate you. Well done. I'm an old man. I'm 68, going on 69. I've been looking at myself in the mirror since I was a kid, and I figured it out a long time ago. You want to make a change in your life? Only you can really do it. I can't call somebody and say, hey, I want you to change my life. It don't work that way. It helps if you have a great relationship with someone, which I do, so that we together can team up and make the changes necessary. Because if I'm changing my life, I'm changing other people's lives with me. So it's kind of nice that the whole family's in on it. Yes, of course. But this business here of writing options and taking money away from the market, you've got to be all in psychologically, motivated wise, and you've got to buy into the program. And whatever that program is for you, however it works for you, more power to you. I think there's a way you can buy into the program through what we're doing here. But hey, it's up to you to decide whether it's for you or not. Welcome all to this channel. Welcome all to another day of fun, fun, fun. I'm glad you're here. It could be a most interesting session today. I appreciate you all joining us, coming through here. Brad, 21 days till expiry on my cues. I've rolled twice already, but I'm now having trouble rolling it out in time. I can only roll one side at a time, so this creates issues with buying power. Just a heads up. And sometimes that's the best way to do it, one side at a time. But Brad, you don't have to write the condor for the same expiry dates. You can write puts and calls with different expiry dates for different credit amounts, and that might be a solution for your issue. Look into that. Robert Benson, I'm number 86. RT is here, number 87. Susan Shops, I do like getting my Investor Business Daily, digital and print newspaper edition every Saturday morning. Always good company. Business and general market direction information. Stephen Butler, number 94. Thank you, Steve, for being here. Brad, sorry, 22 days until expiry. I had to call a broker to explain this. He said he would have to push trade through because platform won't recognize my intention rolling both sides at the same month. There you go. Interesting. Dude, yeah, usually if I'm rolling, I'll just close the position, though you might want to leave on one side or the other, as Bruce just said. Kent is in the house. Waving. Hello. How are you, Kent? Welcome. And hopefully, I think we're getting better weather around here. I think it's going to get sunnier and sunnier. Hope all is well with you. Melvin, watch class number 1 already. Making some money. I'm looking forward to class number 2. This is the thing too. I'm glad, Melvin, you said this. Because I forget. I keep forgetting to mention this. What Melvin is saying here, and what you folks who are new here have to understand is you can write options anytime you want. You don't have to take all 17 of my classes to write any options. There are people who write options watching us here after a few days and taking 1 or 2 or 3 of my classes. They're starting to write options already. And I kind of refer to it as you are earning while you're learning. And if you can pull in a couple of $100 here, $300-400 there, $200 or $300 there, that's paying for your classes. Your classes are paying for themselves as you get more knowledgeable. And the more knowledgeable you get, the better a trader you become. The better a trader you become, the more money you start making per transaction. And it's a self-feeding prophecy. That's the best part about being an option trader. You do not have to buy a $5,000 option course from me. You don't have to sign up for a 5-year, 2-year, 1 year, anything. Pick up a class, take it, watch it again, take the next class, watch it, and build and learn and write at the same time. Melvin, thank you for this comment. Appreciate it. Become a member, Melvin, become a member. Brad, broker asked where I learned everything I was told. Well, Uncle Bruce, where do you think? Where did you learn? Did you take a correspondence course or something? I mean, come on, you got to talk to, you got to watch Uncle Bruce. Dude, closing my last 2 iron condors on Tesla today for sure. Waiting to see what the next week brings on Tesla. Loving Microsoft put spreads lately. There you go. Now we're talking. Now you see what I'm saying here? The thing here about option writing is there isn't just one way to do it. You can write options on stock you own. You can write cash secured puts on stock you don't own. You can do credit spreads on stock you'll never own. Indexes, iron condors, poor man covered calls. There are so many ways to do the options market. For each of you, you'll find your niche. You'll find what turns you on the most, and you'll start moving into that area. And that's the best part about the options market. It's not a one and done scenario. And I'll tell you guys, because it is so complex, there's so many zillions of ways to do the options. This means that many of the millions of saps out there who are buying and selling options, hoping to make money, they don't know what they're doing and they'll never understand what they're into. You do. You do understand, especially those of you who've taken these classes and are figuring out rollovers, just like Brad, just like others, rollovers. There it is right there. All right. Welcome all to the show. We're opening in 6 minutes, so I appreciate you all here. Head over to the website when you can. Check out my my lessons over there. The more you take, the more you'll learn. I get told often by my viewers that they'll say, you know, I took your classes like a year ago. I started watching, and I haven't watched a class now in like 6 months. I went back and watched class number whatever because I hadn't seen it for like a year, and I'd forgotten what was in there. There's stuff in there that I should be using right now, and I'm not doing it. I started watching all your classes again. I mean, I need a dope slap. I need a refresher here because you don't know it all and you can't remember it all. So, guys, take advantage of this. Computer Whiz, I have been a member of this man's channel as a Gold Bagel member for 34 months. Man, that is awesome stuff. I remember offering memberships for the very first time, March, I think 16th, maybe March 16th, 2021. And Gold Bagel memberships came out in, was it December of 2021? Something like that. So thank you, all of you, including Computer Whiz, for being a member as long as you've been a member. We have 103 thumbs ups already. We're into triple digits. Thanks, guys. We hit over 200 thumbs up yesterday with the rerunners. Thank you, rerunners, for coming through for us with these thumbs ups. Hit the thumbs up button for us. Give the show a little momentum. Tell YouTube, this is your way of telling YouTube this channel matters. Thank you all for helping us out to get exposed and found and discovered for a lot of newbies out there who need this info. Zed Estate, thank you, my friend, for 25 months of membership, Gold Bagel level membership. Thank you, my friend. This is good stuff. Zed, GameStop 15 is expiring April. I sold for $2. Shrinking, but by the way, I have 30 contracts. Oh, they are shrinking, and that's good for you. Again, you can write another batch. Soon, the Feds bought back my Sofi Jan 25 12 for 96 cents last week that I sold for $2.56. I'm looking right again on an earnings pop. Zed Estate, here we are, 25 months. Thank you, my friend. Computer Whiz, 34 months. Zed Estate, 25 months. There's a reason these people have been members as long as they have. They make money here, and that's the bottom line, kids. Become a Gold Bagel member if you can, and join us. Wednesday night, last night, 7 o'clock Eastern, we had Primetime Live for Gold Bagel members every morning at 8 o'clock. I try to get an alert out every day to let everyone know we are on the air at 8 o'clock for Gold Bagel member trade alert shows before this show even starts. And that gives you another little heads up. And for those of you who get up early anyway, might be just what you need to kind of get your day going. Thank you all for supporting this channel by being members, taking classes, looking me up for one-on-ones, cash secure, these super chats. I thank you very much. And of course, PayPal donations. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Hector, I've been a member here for 2.5 years, man. 2.5 years. Yeah, it's coming up to 3 years. It's coming up. It's this is January the 25th. And January 25th in 2021 was a big day for this channel. I was on the air that day, probably 7 hours. And it was insane times way back then. It was all about the GameStop craziness, the meme stock craziness. It was wild. Here's Farmalus, a member for 14 months. Dean, I've been a member for 13 months. 2-year lurker before I even signed up. Thank you so much, guys. I'm really just JR. 106. Good morning, everybody. Let's make that moolah today. Thank you, guys, for letting everyone know how long you've been here. It just shows everyone out there just the following and how loyal the following is of this channel's members. Once you become a member, you hang out with the members and you talk trading, option trading. You learn so much from the others. The Discord channel is great. All the members hang out there as well. Fabulous. Thank you all. Vilbus, that day was all about Uncle Bruce's super bladder. How did he do it? I don't know. Flint, SoFi feels volatile pre-market. What's going to happen? We're curious too. We traded 1.2 million on SoFi. 766 I see at the moment. We're a minute away from opening, so let's see what the market has in store for us here. Larry will hit the bells in just mere moments. Flint Creek, oh, Larry, baby, hit the bells. Here we go. Welcome all to the show. 220 people are here right now. 220 people. Thank you. Hit the thumbs up button, you 220 people. Hit the thumbs up button right now. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. White Feather, 7 months, man. How time flies. Been a lurker since 2021. J-Boy, member for 13 months. these notifications, you can put them up for nothing. Just hit the $sign and you'll be able to hit that little announcement there. It'll tell us, it'll tell the world. You can put a message in there and say hi to anybody. We thank you. I thank you. Well done. Good morning. 122 says sell my house fast. Marcus 113. Good morning. Larry, the bells, baby. Oh yeah. One thumbs ups for Bruce Kent, member for 26 months, smiling and working and living the life in Rancho Mirage, California. Kent, when do we bump into each other? When does this happen? I'm shocked that we have not yet bumped into each other at the Costco or at Walmart. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. It's weird. Mind you, with Jen being laid up, we're not out there as much, so that makes sense. But it will happen, I'm certain. We're gonna have to get together for a bite to eat, maybe. That might be an idea. Thank you all for joining us today and being with us. Great to have you around, Earl. Number 123, absolutely. Thank you, Earl, for being here. We're going to go member-only comment now. Please become a member of this channel, either Chillin' or Gold Bagel, and join this family of phenomenal YouTubers. Some of the most successful investors out there, as far as I'm concerned. These are retail investors making money in a market that is stacked against you. Come on in here. Join the party, pals. Would love to have you, and we'll see if we can make you a winner in this market as well. Thank you all for being part of this great bagel familia, all of you. Time to make the dinero out there, kids. It's your turn to take your share of profits into your pocket. Don't let the institutions make it all. It's time to get your share too. Thank you to, dude, thank you, buddy. $5 super chat. Appreciate you, Uncle B. Member for 1 year, 4 months, 11 days. Dude, thank you, my friend. Always appreciate these super chats. Any amount is cool. That's hot dog money at Costco right there. That is easy hot dog money. Thank you, my friend. Love them hot dogs over there. Jen, I know, is dying to get back to Costco, but she's still recovering. And recovering well, I might add. It's going very, very well for Jen right now. Thank you all. We're open. So let's see what this market has going here. Let's try to figure it out and read it and interpret it and see where it's going to take all of us and what we need to do and how we need to do it. Again, thank you all for your support. JR, thanks for the bells, Larry. You're the best every day. Larry is here. Hitting the bells, baby. Thanks, Larry. You're awesome, man. Thank you. And thank you, dude. And thank you, everyone, for popping in and saying hi. 235 of you are here right now. And hopefully each and every one of you will get richer today because you all deserve it. We're up 79, maybe 79, 80 points on the Dow, it would appear. I'm getting that kind of a vibe. Maybe even up 98, according to another one of my sources here. S&P is up 19, NASDAQ is up 70. Oil up $1.33, $1.34. Rocket Lab is down just a penny. We're up on AI at 25.85, up 41 cents. I've got the Spiders up 198, Qs are up 193. GameStop is up 20 cents. We're 3 minutes into the session here. SoFi at 760, up a nickel at the moment. The first indicated trading numbers on SoFi seem to be 2.8 million shares in 3 minutes. And we'll know in about 3 or 4 more minutes just how this all shakes out at the opening. Typical what we do every day. We have to get through the first few minutes of the session for everything kind of properly open up and get going. On Apple, we're up 90 cents. Enphase up 12. Netflix up 9.50. Adobe up 9.57. Nvidia up 8.50. These big boys keep running. There are credit spread trade opportunities available on all of those stocks. It's a question of which side you want to play on. Do you want to be on the call credit spread side or the put credit spread side? And you can be well out of the money on these and bring in some nice credits. Look into your option chains, understand how credit spreads work. I keep telling you, there you have it. Tesla down 15.69 at 192.14. Now remember, we were looking at this stock at 187, 189 all morning, and now we're at 190.92. So we'll see just where it settles out here. This could be a perfect stock to write credit spread on puts, but perhaps on calls and or an iron condor. If you can get an iron condor far enough from the market price above and below it, you got yourself a nice little potential trade here. But check out just credit spreads on one side of the market and see what you see what you find. We're up 4 on Matterport. Spire's up a dime. Smart Rent up 3.5. Owens Corning up $2. Unity is up 59 cents. Google's up 184. Moderna up 225. Cisco up 62. Pfizer down 6 cents. IBM is up 13.94. The big winner here, 187.87 for IBM. We haven't had this performance in 20 years. Its stock's not been up here for that long. $171 billion market cap. 171. This company is maybe 1/18th the size of Microsoft in market cap, just to give you a sense of how much larger Microsoft is. When Microsoft was created, IBM was the big dog. They were the big tech stock of the world. And Microsoft came to IBM to try to make a deal with those guys. And Microsoft became very wealthy and very valuable because of the kind of deals they could make with the IBMs and the rest of the world. Because IBM back in the 1980s thought that the money was in hardware. And Microsoft thought that the money could be made from software. And one was right and one was wrong at that time. And now look at the shift over years. IBM is now very much into hardware and software and AI work. So the bigger Microsoft gets in the AI software creation, the more valuable IBM becomes with it. It's funny how one actually wins on the other one's back in a way, along with all the other software creators. It's a fascinating business, and it's unbelievable. Humanity, the change of humanity, office logistics, it's unreal. HPQ up 3 cents, Microsoft up 164. We got Amazon down 112. We have Home Depot up $4, about 450, 420. Vanik Semiconductors up 2.5. Goldman's up 480. Boeing still under pressure, down 920 again. Facebook, Meta up 25 cents. Target up 61 cents. JP Morgan up $1.39. Costco down 350. Walmart up 19 cents. Disney's up 104. American Airlines up 98 cents, having a good day at 14.92. AMC is up 6 cents. DraftKings up down 1 now. DraftKings is down a penny. Royal Caribbean up 84 at 126 a share. Welcome all of you to the party. Welcome to the show. Welcome to where dough can be made as an option writer. It's nice to have you here, and way to go, kids. Computer Wiz says, let's see if my SoFi stink bid of 749 hits. My fingers are crossed. Maybe the stock will dip and come to me, and I might get lucky. You never know. I would say, though, a stink bid of 751 would be better. I would also look at 746. 749 is a stink offer price. If you're trying to get out, you want to get out a penny below a round number. If you want to get in, you want to pay a penny higher than a round number, not a penny lower than a round number. So I'd be looking at 751 or 746, 741. So those numbers would be the ones I would consider. But it's up to you, whatever you think. Lorraine, I'm number 128. Bruce, JR, Tesla getting down into bargain territory. Pat Merkley, 2 years, 5 months, 18 days. I have been here. Beautiful stuff. Thank you, my friend, for being part of this group. Love it. We're up 104 on the Dow Jones right now. 3.5 million traded on Spider sorry, let me refresh my memory here. 3.4 million on SoFi now. 3.4 million. 763 up 7 on SoFi. GameStop up 18 cents to 14.13 at the moment. AI up 59 to 26.03. The Rocket Lab down 3 cents at 499.7. Right there is an odd number. Welcome everyone to the show. We're up 21 on S&P, almost 22. NASDAQ trying to pull higher at 76.9 points better. It's a half a percentage point for NASDAQ, almost a half a point for S&P, a third of a point better for the Dow. Oil is up 139, 76.48 right now. There's the deal. Barron's headline says Tesla stock is down after earnings train wreck. Wall Street is cutting target prices. There you go. We're going to hear a lot of revisions on Tesla's target price. Analysts will do that. 188.65 last trade on Tesla. 32 million traded in the first 10 minutes. A lot of wheeling and dealing here. 60 times PE multiple is what it's trading at these prices. So it's still expensive. And that's what we've got. 188.40 down 19.43 at the moment. Welcome everyone to this show. What else is going on here? Let me take a peek here at some of my other friends. The NVIDIA is up 10.50, Adobe up 10.30, Netflix up 10.80. They're all up $10 each in this $550 to $620 neighborhood. A lot of support over on that side of the market. 135 gain on the Dow. It looks like a little pop coming in here. We might be very close, and we are at the high of the day right now for the Dow, up 135 at 37,941. This is just about the high of the day. And thank you all for popping through. Let me see what else we got. The spiders are up 202, Qs are up 204. Rocket Lab down 4 cents. AI now at 26.05. 14.14 or up 19 on GameStop. Volume here 305,000. Some of you guys were telling me lately you've been watching that Netflix show on GameStop. I forgot the title of that show. You know which one? It's not Dumb Money. That's the movie, but it was a 3-part documentary that was. I watched it last night with Auntie Jen. Got a kick out of that. We're brought back memories. Let me tell you, it brought back memories of long days for this guy and this channel. My God. What I find interesting about these GameStop stories, whether you're looking at the movie Dumb Money or anything else, they don't talk about the fact that only a couple of months after the entire blow up and that short squeeze thing, the whole big story, they don't mention that at about $154 a share back then, the company issued $2 billion in stock at $154 a share. They only talk about how the stock came from the $2 to $4 neighborhood and then went up into the 15, 20 neighborhood when Ryan Cohen was into it. And then by December and January of 2020, 2021, it broke into the 30s and 40s and 50s and, went up and up. They talk about the big run. They talk about how Robinhood wouldn't let you buy it, but you could only sell it. They talked about all that. They talk about the congressional hearings and all that. The stock went down to $50 and then came back again over 200. And they don't talk about the fact that GameStop raised $2 billion in cash one day. It took one day. And that cash went into the treasury of the company. And I had been begging the company in January and February and March. I had been begging them when those shares were up there, sell stock from your treasury. Please, God, sell stock from your treasury. And they didn't do it. They didn't do it. They didn't do it until finally Cohen, became a director of the company and finally got, I think he got through to them. And they did the right thing. They raised a bunch of dough. They have 200 and something million in bank debt. They paid that off right away. All the restrictions that they had on them were removed. Now they could do whatever they wanted, and they were fully funded. And they guaranteed themselves 20 years of life. Even if they were to lose 100 million a year, they had 20 years of money. The idea of the company going bankrupt stopped immediately. No one talks about it. No one talks about it. And even now, with 1.2 billion in the bank, and they broke even the last 9 months. They're probably making money right now. No one is talking about it. It's just amazing. 14.14 on the stock. Earnings have to come out in March for the company to get any kind of press, and or Mr. Cohen has to do something with that 1.2 billion. I'm sure he's working on it, but boy, I don't know what the deal is. Eat the Rich. Corinne, thank you. Eat the Rich on Netflix. I watched it. I liked it. Vilbus, we watched Dumb Money last night. Fun movie. Enjoyed their casting. It is a good movie. I liked it too. BW, GameStop. Karen Culkin does the narration. It's a very good documentary. GameStop. There's another one. Zed Estate. Sofi just went green. 760 up a nickel on Sofi. That's where we are right now. Up 23 cents on GameStop. 14.18. The Qs are up 170. The Spiders are up 159. AI up 52. Rocket Lab down 8 cents. Dow is up 82 points. There you go. Some more movement for you. Yes, indeed. Watching headlines and just watching the markets. 761 on Sofi, 762 on Sofi. The volume now 4.58 million shares. That's what I see at this very moment in time. Apple is green, but just 29 cents to the green. Enphase down 83 cents. And then Netflix is up 1070, Adobe up 1140, and Nvidia up 870, Tesla down $18 at 189.64 is the story. Yep, that is where we're at right now. Unity up 31, Google up 150, Moderna up 130, Cisco up 73 to $52. Pfizer down 22 cents, IBM up 18.50, 192.49 on IBM. That is territory it hasn't had in a long time. This might be actually the highest level in 25 years for IBM right now. Isn't that interesting? JR, go Sofi. There you have it. Let's keep it going. Higher the better. Absolutely. Let's see what gives. Sofi has 2 trading days left, today and tomorrow, until earnings come out Monday morning. And if anything's going to happen pre-earnings, we're down to 2 trading sessions, and then we only have the aftermarket Friday night and pre-market Monday morning. That's it. I do not know how, when, what, and where. We're just sitting here. I'm watching closely as I can. 4.7 million volume in 16 minutes on Sofi. It is not heavy trading today. Not at all heavy. 758. There you go, kids. There's the story. I am sticking to it. There you have it. Keep me posted how you're doing on your trades. If you need any commentary on that, you let me know. Justin, what is keeping Sofi's price so low with earnings coming up? Why? Could be shorters. It could well be short players are just messing with it, trying to upset the fans of the company, I suppose. I don't know. It could well be that the company comes out with results and they report positive earnings on Monday, and it could well be that same day and the next morning 5 analysts all come out with sell recommendations. They're not making enough money. Maybe that's the strategy. I don't really know. Is it possible that there are shorters out there, big heavy duty hedge funds, who are short now and are going to keep this thing down, and they have hired, quote unquote, analysts and pundits and observers to make articles. They've paid them to write articles about how crappy the company is. All negative news to purposely keep the sentiment down. Could be happening. I've seen all kinds of shenanigans in the past on all kinds of other companies. I don't know if this is truly happening here or going to happen. On the other hand, the company comes up with a very nice earnings surprise and comes forward on their conference call on Monday morning to say, here are our estimates for the next quarter and overall year. Wouldn't be surprised if we make this much money per share. That might blow away all kinds of analytical projections that have been made, and all of a sudden the stock has to get upgrades, just gets upgraded all over the place. And maybe that's what's going to happen on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. And that could run the market. Maybe we sit at $7, $8, $9 between now and Monday, and then by Wednesday, Thursday, we're at 12 to 15. Anything is possible here. I mean, don't put it past it. I'm really just JR says Sofi looking to become the Jolly Green Giant. Thanks for the great primetime show last night, Uncle Bruce. Always great. For those wanting to be serious, be a member, take the classes, and participate. We had a good crowd last night, and we covered a lot of ground last evening on a lot of different things. Talking about Sofi's potential of perhaps joining the S&P 500 a year from now. And all kinds of sub-indices on top of that. They'll be part of all kinds of other indices, and all kinds of mutual funds and ETFs will have to buy Sofi. They will have to get it in their account so that their portfolios produce what the S&P 500 is producing, because these guys could be part of it. I don't know. Sell my house fast. Market makers are angry that SoFi is a SPAC instead of an IPO. Therefore, they are using their money to make their money like it was on an IPO. Brian, honestly, I don't think banks or hedge funds even care that SoFi is a bank and a competitor. I think all SPACs were heavily shorted as soon as they existed. A lot of SPACs are pretty much gone now. SoFi is a fighter. There you go. JR, Justin, shorters are also and algo they're trading. Okay, shorters, algo they're trading. Well, again, if you can make money on SoFi shorting it, and or you can make money on SoFi going long, hedge funds will go either way. They really don't have to care. There's no loyalty for any stock ever. I mean, Apple, Tesla, IBM, there's no loyalty on these stocks. These stocks are traded by traders. They're just bought and sold all the time. You either sell them first, buy them back later, or you buy them and sell them later. Either or. And then there's the option market all around. Brian, also, can you believe GameStop is still $56 pre-split? And that's what it is. You multiply 1424 times 4, and you've got $56, $57 pre-split. Crazy. There are new articles on GameStop almost every day, but no analysts follow it. There's no news ever because Cohen doesn't talk. Go figure. Zed Estate Palantir is said to join the SPY 500 ? There you are. You need 4 consecutive quarters of profits, and you need a market cap over a certain level to really be qualified. And I think nowadays it's 14, 15 billion in market cap will get the attention of the SPY, the S&P 500 listing committee. But earnings, you have to have a record of earnings before you can be looked at. They're always making adjustments, usually every 3 to 6 months. Adjustments are made to the S&P 500. Companies are dropped, companies are added. Happens all the time. I remember the big deal that it was when Tesla finally became an S&P 500 stock 4 years ago. It was a big deal, a long-awaited development, and a lot of people said they should not be an S&P 500. They don't qualify, and the numbers spoke for themselves. And when the shares just kept going up and up and up, and the market cap just kept, got into the 40, 50 billion neighborhood, and you needed 14 billion to be an S&P 500 stock, and these guys were triple that. Kind of hard to keep a profitable company out of the S&P. There you go. Anyway, there you go. Thank you all. JR, Brian, I respectfully disagree. SoFi poised to take a lot of business from the big boys as the legacy banking model dies. There are millions or trillions of reasons for this happening to SoFi. Zed, will Tesla ever join the Dow 30? I don't know if they become a dividend payer. I remember GM used to be, and same with Ford. They used to be part of the Dow 30. They're no longer as big as they are. They're not in the Dow 30 anymore. They got dumped. So, I mean, it was unthinkable that an automotive company from America would not be in the Dow 30. It was unthinkable. In the 60s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, it would be unthinkable that these car companies would not be in the Dow 30. Now there aren't any. So for Tesla to get in, not right now. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to make it, because they are, as we are aware, sure, they're an automotive company, but they're also a technology company. There's a bit of a mix there, and there's other subsidiaries involved. But I don't think the Dow is in its future at the moment. Brian, JR, I also agree, but I think SoFi was already heavily shorted before SoFi started becoming trouble for the big banks. You're right, though. You may be right. Anyway, it doesn't matter what others think of SoFi. And the bottom line is SoFi has everything in its hands. That their future is in their hands. And I believe the staff of SoFi are completely dedicated to the cause. The management are completely dedicated to the win, the ultimate win. And I believe that they're already making money. And they're going to make more money. And I would not be surprised in the next few months and years. They keep acquiring other businesses and absorb them into their universe. They acquired Wyndham Mortgage Company. They've acquired Galileo a long time ago. They are going to continue to grow this business going forward, and that'll add billions of dollars of market cap and earnings into this bottom line company's bottom line. I'm sure of it. Anyway, there you go. JR, when the hedgies and banks are paying this much attention to bash on SoFi, it stands to reason we all need to pay attention. There you go. True. I mean, if there's a huge short position on SoFi, then someone's worried about it maybe, or concerned about it, or curious about it, or feels that the market is way overvalued. I'm surprised that investors actually believe that over the next year or two at 764, this is an overpriced stock. I don't know how they can come to that conclusion. Not in the next 2 years. I just don't see it. If these guys end up with 12 to 15 million members 2 years from now, and they're one of the top 40th largest banks in America, this isn't a 764 stock. There's no dang way. Ain't no way. Let's see. JR, Brian, I see your point too. That's what's great about being a Gold Bagel member. This course is valuable. Then it prompts Uncle Bruce to throw his expertise into the fray too. We do what we can. We just, we're all reacting. Look at the Dow, up 174. We just took a shot here, a real nice shot. Very interesting. We were at 37,855. We're now 37,973. We're going for 38,000 on the Dow. We're moving higher quickly. We've got a new member, Chenna, CC. CC, what's going on? Welcome to the Chillin' with Uncle Bruce Bagel, a member level. Thank you for joining in. It's nice to have you here. Let me send some love your way. Thank you very much for joining this great group of YouTubers. And you are our latest, newest, greatest member. We love that you're here. And you are welcome to hang out with us. We are just tickled. Love it. More members all the time. Come on in, kids. Join the party and join us here at the Nakatomi Tower. We're the good guys. We'll take care of Mr. Gruber and his buddies as the days go by. There you go. A whole bunch of folks sending their best wishes to you. 138 thumbs ups, everybody. Thank you. Keep those coming in, guys. If you can, hit that thumbs up button for me and give it a little more momentum. Thank you all. I appreciate you for that. 12-cent gain on SoFi, 768 now. GameStop up 38. Matterport is up a nickel now. 23andMe's gone green. We're green on Smart Rent, 5 cents now. Apple's up 26. Goldman's up $5 here. Cisco's up. Tesla's still down 19, of course. So Arc Innovation is only off 4 cents. It looks like it's coming around. Microsoft is higher. Pfizer only down 26. HPQ is up 20. Google up 190. Amazon down 65 cents. NVIDIA is up 760. Unity up 28. AI is up 45. Adobe up 1685. Spiders are up. Qs are up. And Netflix up 9. IBM up $20. $20 a share gain on IBM, 193.94. Meta Platforms, Facebook up 130. Bannock up 125. Home Depot up $3 now. Enphase up 61 cents. There you go. We got some movement here. Positive movement coming into the market. 158 gain on the Dow, 19 on S&P, 46 on NASDAQ, and we're up $1.48 on oil at the moment. There you go, guys. Interesting party, pal. No doubt about it. And Brian, JR, maybe we should pay a monthly fee to ensure we can continue to discuss and receive feedback from Senior Bruce. Chena, IRBT is below 10-year lows because their Amazon buyout has failed. Got to be 2 times gain coming. Very interesting there. Pat Merkley, I just put in a buy order at 758, and there goes SoFi the other direction. You see, they were waiting for you. As soon as Pat felt it was a good deal, up it went. John Anderson, hello, everybody. Chena, thank you for the welcome. I'm really just JR. Brian, now there's an idea. Brian, Go SoFi, go GameStop. There you go. 14.29 on GameStop now, up 34. 7.68 on SoFi, up 12 cents. And BW says, welcome, CC. Welcome, CC, to the party, pal. Great to have you here. AI up 41. The Dow up 170 now. Again, climbing a little higher, almost up a half a percentage point. The Dow is actually leading S&P and NASDAQ in gains. It's higher in the percentage term than the other two. Interestingly enough, we'll watch that going through here. Thanks, kids. We've got now the thumbs up meter is showing a number of 146 thumbs ups. Thank you, kids. It's appreciated. Very good. Very good. Yes, indeed. Nice to have you all with us this morning. Those of you who have subscribed and becoming members, thank you all. And let's see how this party wants to continue going forward. All right, there we are. BW, welcome. Justin, just heard you joined yesterday on the show. You did good getting out of lurker status. You done good, son. You done good. Right on, Justin Schaefer. We know you're here. We love you. We got a 185 gain here on the Dow. It's climbing again. We're moving higher. Might be up 200 here if this keeps going at this pace. Interesting. Rocket Lab is back to $5. Only down just 3 cents now. AI trying to get back to 25.95. And we got a gain of 32 cents over at GameStop. SoFi just hit 772. I think we're the high of the day on SoFi. I'm going to just double check that. Very close to it. 775 is a high trade so far. We just did that. 7.3 million traded in 31 minutes. So it's quiet. It's not like mega heavy, but we're up 16 cents again on this little inching higher. Will this stock have a breakout prior to the earnings for Monday morning pre-opening? That is the question. Brian, TSLY is on sale now too. I'm not even sure what that is. 774 up 18 on SoFi, approaching 775 for the high of the session on your SoFi, kids. Welcome to the party, pals. Great to have you through here. We got a lot going on right now in this marketplace. Let's see what we got here. Right there we go. And economy for the U.S. grew 3.1% last year, defying recession fears. Rather interesting what was been happening here. The only decline we had was 2020. The U.S. economy had a 1.1% decline in 2020. In 19, it was up 3.2%. In 18, it was up 2%. In 2021, it was up 5.4%. 2022, a 0.7% run, and now 3.1%. The estimates for 24 are 1% growth, in 25 a 2% growth, and the same in 26. These are estimates at the moment. Very, very, very interesting stuff. Yep, the ECB, the European Central Bank, has held rates steady. They did not cut them. They did not raise them. They left it alone again. And see what else is going on here with other news. I'm just looking at the Wall Street Journal if there's anything here to really let you in on. Alaska Airlines says that they're going to have a $150 million hit to their bottom line about Boeing groundings. That's not good stuff, but it's happening. Never a dull moment there, is there? I know United is estimating losses as well. So see what happens there. Okay. SEC wants some banks to disclose more on commercial real estate exposure. I have to agree with that. The retail, the commercial real estate sector is in a mess, and I suspect there are a ton of banks holding debt that might not be too good out there. Not too good at all. And we are not getting perhaps the straight goods on just how bad off some of these guys are operating at. Some of these loans, they've gone into junk status. There's no doubt about that. Anyway, Splatter, hey ho everybody. I hope everyone's having a great day here. Brian is saying that TSLY is a dividend stock people on Discord are into. There you go. Okay. Sofi right now 770 with a high of 775 so far today, I believe. We are getting a bit of volatility there. 8.1 million volume on Sofi. Nothing to get excited about. 1424 up 30 on the GameStop shares. Spiders are up. Qs are up. AI up 43. Rocket Lab 495 and a half. Dow up 160 as we jump around on the Dow now. We almost hit a 200-point gain here. Now we're at 157. And that's what we're talking about. That's what we're watching. Just more volatility is expected, I think. Brian, I've been a member here for 16 months. Thanks, Uncle Bruce and the gang, for all your wisdom, knowledge, laughs, and morning rants. I ain't leaving. Cheers to 2024. Rock and roll, kids. Thank you all. Those of you who've been here for quite some time or brand new to the channel, really glad you're here with us. We'll love to get your insights and your thoughts on what you think's going on and where this market looks to be heading, or any stocks you like to follow. Appreciate you all joining in and being part of this family. 150 thumbs ups are now in the house, 3/4 of the way to the 200 thumbs up goal we usually set every day. We try to get to 200 thumbs ups if we can. We're certainly on our way to it. Thank you all for pitching in and helping out with the thumbs up meter. That's beautiful stuff, guys. Very much appreciated. Brian, thank you, along with all of you who are members of the channel. Appreciate you. Apple's up just 35 cents right now. Enphase up $1.03. Netflix is holding a $6.94 gain. Adobe $11 higher. Nvidia's up $7.12. Tesla's still at $188.09. Down $19.74 a share. Volume on Tesla now 54.7 million today. That's what we see so far this morning. On other stocks, we're looking at Unity up 30 cents, Google up 2.19, Moderna up 1.55. We have Cisco holding an 81-cent gain. Cisco, I'm just taking a look at this. The low of Cisco was 45.56 not too long ago, probably November and early December. Yep, 40. We were in the low range for the year. November, December, tax loss time. Ever since, we've gone from the 45, 46 level on Cisco, $52, $6, $7 run up, almost 20% from the low on Cisco. Pfizer is at 27.64, down 27 cents. It hit its lows. Also, it looks like December 26 range 25.76. We're now 27.64. A little better, but not as well. Not doing as well as Cisco is. Pfizer, it's trading on a P multiple of 15.09 right now. IBM doing really well. 193.29 up $19.36. HBQ is up 28 cents. This stock was held about $4 billion of stock was bought by Berkshire Hathaway about 2+ years ago on HBQ, and they exited out back in September, October of this year, and the low at the time was 25.22 on HBQ. We're now 29.84 since the departure of Berkshire Hathaway. So interesting. This stock's trading at 9 times earnings. I'm surprised that they walked away when they did. I'm a bit puzzled by that, but it did. They did. Microsoft up 130, 403.80. Amazon down 65 cents. Home Depot up 340 now. Vanik Semiconductors up $2. Goldman Sachs doing nicely, up 667 at $386. Boeing down 1140, still getting hurt with all kinds of bad news there. Meta Facebook up 3.90. Target up $1. JP Morgan up 87. Costco down 7.80 today. Walmart is ahead 32 cents. Disney's up $1. American Airlines up 1.20. AMC up 2 cents. DraftKings up 24 cents. Royal Caribbean up 1.17. And that is kind of what I'm looking at here. Hopefully everyone here making money today. 180-point gain, make it 190 on the Dow. Another buy wave seems to be coming into the market here. Remember, there's $6 to $8 trillion on the sidelines in money market funds, just pulling in daily interest, waiting for the moment to come into the markets. They just want to see solid positive earnings. They want to see a stable political environment. That might take another year. We'll have to see about that. Well, we'll be around for it. Brian, chat is quiet this morning. Is everyone busy making money? JR, it's absolutely criminal that hedge funds and companies can pay for analysts to produce swill, a synonym for poop, but buyer beware. Look for words like might, could, maybe. Very telling. Brian, chat is quiet this morning. Brian, I sold GameStop $18 strikes a couple of months back. Expiry Jan 25. I got $5.38 for those. They have a bid ask of $2.68 to $3.15. I think I'll fold my arms longer. GameStop earnings aren't until March. We have room to drop and time. Exactly. You're ahead nicely on this trade, but look, GameStop at $14.26. You're out of the money from an $18 call. The only thing I would consider is the possibility that if these contracts trade in this 220, 210 range, you might consider a rollover where you buy back these 18s and you write 16s or 15s for the same time frame. Just take more cash. The stock wants to take a run higher, you can do a rollover. You can always do that, but nothing urgent required here. DH, Uncle Bruce is turning a credit spread gone wrong on NVIDIA into a poor man cover call. A bad idea. Is this a bad idea? So turning a credit spread gone wrong on NVIDIA into a poor man covered call. So if you've written a call and you've purchased a call, the stock has gone beyond you, you now have a call, two calls in the money, a call that you've purchased and a call you've written. You could, in theory, buy back the call you wrote, turn around and write a call ahead of the call you've got for time and dollars. Now, the question is, how much will it cost you to buy the call that's in the money? And how much can you get for a call that you're going to write? How far down the road do you have to go and what strike price? It's worth looking into if necessary. Absolutely. It's a recovery move. Definitely. Zed, Uncle Bruce, I can write another 25 poor man covered calls. What would you do? This is GameStop. $15 covered calls is what I'd be writing right now. And bring in $2, $2.50 if you can. Just go forward. And if you have to write till Jan 25, do it. Take the cash, man. Make this happen. Dude, doing all right, Uncle Bruce. Put on one of those calendar spreads on IBM. Went at the 50-day and the 22-day, 190 to 195. Now we wait and see. Rock and roll. Brian, in my case, you're right. BW, what was that GameStop bid-ask spread? Was that like an $80 spread? This is what happens when you go far out and with a company, a stock that's quieter. But I can tell you the spread will tighten as we get closer to earnings. That will pick up activity. So, but stink bids, stink offers. That's the name of the game here. And stink bids under the bid might be the way to go on that one too, if you're looking to buy them back. Because if they trade at that 250.68 level, the next best bid might be yours at 251. You never know. So, something to think about. The Dow's up 196. We're going for a 200-point pop here on the Dow Jones. We're up 23 on S&P. We're up 76 on NASDAQ. So the Dow is up 0.51%, up a half a point. So is S&P and NASDAQ about the same. So the three indexes are climbing. getting stronger. We're up 150 on oil at 76.60 at the moment this morning. Okay, everybody? Welcome, everyone, to the party, pal. Watching markets seem to be strengthening, not necessarily every stock, but the indexes are definitely getting better. We're up 25 cents on GameStop at 14.20. We got SoFi at 7.64, up 8 cents. Apple's up 68. That's moving up. Enphase is slipping, only up 14 cents. Netflix holding 9.13 gain. Adobe holding a $13 pop here. Nvidia up $10. So yeah, that's looking good over there. We're down $20 on Tesla. That's not helping, but that's what's going on. Dude, other than that, I put on a few Netflix spreads. I know, right? But the premium, yes, sir, widened my put side on Tesla for my two remaining Tesla now, 175.80 on my shorts. I got 15 days on the 180s. Right on, sir. Stephen Butler headed to the dentist. SoFi will make a big move while I'm in the dentist chair. You're laughing out loud. Oh my gosh, hang in there, Steve. Hold on for dear life. I hope the dental assistant is attractive. I can only hope for the best. Alberto, Tesla sold for $21.27. Just bought back for $131. Well done, sir. Well done indeed. Brian, BW, yeah, spreads are large on GameStop. It's rough. If I can take 211 or 216 to buy back, I win with a 60% gain here. Then I can write again, like Uncle Bruce said. This Uncle Bruce, I think he's onto something here. There you go. $15 GameStop cover call. What date? Where can you get a $2 premium? Where can you get 250? Just go forward. Look at the chain, and where can you get the most? Is it Jan 25? I don't know. You got to tell me that. Alberta, wow, money, well done. I guess you can buy your Cybertruck now. Definitely. This pays for the Cybertruck. How about that, baby? Giddy up, man. Nicely done, sir. Keep up the good work. Keep writing. You never know. Just keep on writing. You can always do rollovers. Beautiful stuff. Taking premiums and running it. Tesla down 21.28, 186.55 right now. Interesting stuff. Apple up 73, getting a little better. We got the Dow up 188, Rocket Lab down 7.9 cents. AI is up 36. Spiders are up 220, Qs are up 220, GameStop up 22, and SoFi up 8 at 764 with the high today of 775 just a few moments ago, like just in the last, half hour or something like that, if not even that. And we're at 9.7 million volume on SoFi. Could SoFi today kind of go up 2 steps, down 1, up 2, down 1 all day long? Yeah, that could be the pattern today for SoFi, pushing us into the 780, 810, 820 range. That could happen today. Tomorrow, $9. Could that? Yeah. Monday, pre-market, 10.50, opening 11, going to 12. Yeah. That'd be kind of nice, huh? I would sure like to see that happen. I don't know if that would, but it could happen. Well, we'll see what's going on here. BW, Stephen, if your dental assistant is wearing coveralls, turn around and head straight for the door. Brian, check June or July for those contracts. Susan Shops, Bruce, can you add to existing cash secured positions? I have 50 January 25 sevens, and I want to add another 50. How do I do it? Just put another order in. Just put in another order, a sell to open, 50 Jan 25 $7 cash secured puts on SoFi. As long as you have enough capital in your account, you'll end up with 100 of them. It's a nothing burger. My target is now probably to wait for SoFi and for a $16 print on GameStop. Thank you, Brian. Thanks, Brian. Rock and roll, kids. Here to make money, guys. You're here to make money. Why not? Let's see if it wants to give it to you. 761 on SoFi right now. 14.15 on GameStop at the moment. 186 gain on the Dow. 23 on S&P. 73 on NASDAQ. Dude is saying, I've been waiting on $17 2025. Was it cover something that I wrote for $6.49 to come in a little bit more? I wouldn't mind a 50% profit, but what do you think on that, Uncle Bruce? It's a Jan 2025 on what? What is this? You got to help me out. Dude is saying on GameStop, Bruce, on GameStop. So I wrote I've been waiting on $17 calls that I wrote for Jan 25. And what do you think on that? Yeah, look, good contract. If you're up nicely, beautiful. Can you recalibrate into 16s or 15s? Maybe. Can you get more money? Probably, but you got to play the stink bid to buy them back at cheap prices, stink offer to write them at the high prices. Absolutely. BW Stock Markets with Bruce, Uncle Bruce with Andy Jen in recovery. Hope that's good. Yes, miss her. I want to ask of your availability for a one-on-one in the next week or so. Capital is moving around soon, so a chat maybe do. You just send me a private email and you tell me the day that's good for you, and I'll try to fit you in. I can do one-on-ones on any day, virtually 7 days a week. It's just a matter of Mondays being the worst day. Probably not Mondays, but the rest of the week, I'm sure I can fit you guys in. If you need a one-on-one during market hours, some of you want to talk to me one-on-one while the market is still working because you've got trades you want to make, then let me know that, and we'll see if we can fit an hour in together while the market is open, and then you can trade while I'm talking to you and make adjustments to your portfolio. So that can help some of you. Otherwise, I know some of you can only see me Saturdays or Sundays because of your schedules or whatever. It's all right. Let me know when it works, and we'll set you up. We'll lock in your time, and we'll get it going. Susan Shops. So I would have two separate positions, even though they are identical except for premiums. Yes, of course. And your brokerage entity or your platform will likely show that you have 100 contracts now with an average proceeds of this much money. It'll just average it all out for you, even though you did two separate transactions to make that happen. And going forward, when you want to buy back just 10 of those 100, you'll buy 10 back and it'll all adjust again. You may have a journal that you write by hand, your own data entry. You might have that on your computer. Keeping up on each of your trades, but the brokerage entity will just show you all your trades in your history. But in your summary position, you'll just see the total number you have at any one time and how you're doing on it with an average cost or average proceeds of so much. Exactly. Yeah. Bagel Babe, I bought a 6-pack of everything, bagels and a tub of cream cheese for $16 yesterday. I got to keep writing options to afford my bagel habit. Absolutely. Must keep working. Absolutely. We're up 214 on the Dow. We just busted through 200 on the upside here for the Dow Industrial Average. We're up 0.6% now of a percentage point. And look at the S&P. It's up 0.6, up 29. And the NASDAQ is up 0.63. It's up 98. All the markets have risen again with additional capital coming in. Oil up $1.48 on oil at 76.56. On some stocks, Sofi up 11 cents at 7.66. GameStop up 24 at 14.19. The Qs are up 270. The Spiders are up 285. AI up 19. Rocket Lab 496.4. Apple is up 77. Enphase is down just 82 cents. Netflix up 7.70. Adobe up $16. Nvidia up $10. Tesla down 21. Matterport down 1/100th of a penny, I think, or is it 1/10 of a penny? There's nothing going on. We got ATIP unchanged. Unity is up 28. Google up 296. Moderna up 86. Cisco now up 97. Pfizer down 32 cents. IBM up $19.85. HPQ up 35 cents. Microsoft up $4. Amazon is up 26 cents. Home Depot up 383. Vanik Semiconductors up 285. Vanik might be the perfect ETF to do a credit spread on for either a put or call credit spread or to produce a condor. But if you're going to do puts, be behind it. If you think this stock is going to, the ETF is going to stay up over 180, 190, where it is now, 195, you might want to look at 160 put spreads, maybe write a 170 and buy a 160, something like that. You might want to do several of those. Again, depending on how far forward you have to go to get a nice premium, take a look at that. You might only be in the trade for a few weeks. It all depends on how it behaves. On the other side, you can go calls. You can go way ahead of the market. Again, a month or 2, 3, 4, 3 months forward. Put your credit spread together, and if there's any kind of a pullback in the next month, you close out your credit spread early with a nice little gain. Do your homework. That's what it's all about. Marcus, Tesla's on the SSR, by the way. Susan Shops didn't want them to average for cost basis, but what are you going to do, Lafayette? I want more. Redeemed my I-bond monies, and I'm ready to make a higher return. There you go. Here you go. BW Coolio, I'll get my people to reach out to your people, and well, we'll get this set up. That is how I'm supposed to speak now, right? Not quite Thurston Howell III, but things are changing for sure. Alberto, can we keep Tessa down here until after the 29th, please? Splair, just in case, I'm wishing all of you a great Thursday. Thank you, Splair. Have a great one yourself out there. Let's get back to where we're at right now. We're up 204 on the Dow, roughly 198, 200. AI up 13, 766 on SoFi, GameStop 1428. If you're going to write $7 cash secured puts on SoFi, what I like about those is that they're out of the money. And so whatever you can get for them is all-time premium because they're worthless. Someone might sell you stock at 7 when they're trading at 766. I don't think so. So yeah, if you write 8s, they're only 34 cents in the money. Everything above 34 cents is pure time premium. That is all yours if these shares don't react. The 9s, the 10s, of course, have book value plus premium value. But be mindful to get as much premium as you can get on these trades. You want to be paid even if the stock doesn't perform. You want to be paid on your money. And that's the name of the game of this business. Same for GameStop shares. If you're going to write $12.50 cash secured puts on GameStop or 13s or 14s, make sure to get a nice premium on the put. You might have to go forward 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 8 months, a year. Go that far ahead. Take the big money up front and dare them to sell you the stock at the price you want with the premium in hand, because you're probably going to buy GameStop for 11 something, 12 something. Dare them to give it to you. You can always write calls once you get them if necessary. There you go. Rocket Lab. Hey, $5 cash secured puts on Rocket Lab. 4s. I'd look at those. I would be looking at. I love Rocket Lab's potential here. Very interesting. You got to just pick your spots where you're comfy and then make your move. Look, you can do Apple credit spreads. You can do Enphase credit spreads, Netflix, Adobe, NVIDIA, Tesla's, whatever you like can be done. These stocks move, as you've noticed. They move, and movement can be a good thing. It's usually a very good thing for option writers, depending on which side of the trade you're dealing with. And if you're into an iron condor, either the puts are crashing or the calls are crashing. One of the two are dropping off, and you'll make your money on these swings for darn sure. Be happy to roll over. This is interesting stuff. All right. Thank you all for being here today. So great to have you here. The thumbs up meter now. Let's take a look at the latest on the thumbs up meter. If you're able to hit the thumbs up button, please do. 157 now are in the house, and it is appreciated. 157 thumbs ups have come through. Thank you all. The rerunners out there, I'm sure you're going to get us over 200 today, and I love you for that. We love getting 200 plus thumbs ups every day we're on the air. Rock and roll, guys. Rock and roll. All right. Up 12 on SoFi. We've got GameStop up 39 again, 14.34. Do not be afraid to write on GameStop, ever. Do not be afraid. But make sure you stink offer those contracts. Get the most you can for them, whatever you're going to write. Okay, 172 gain on the Dow, little pullback to be expected. We're going to see volatility here. When you're at record highs, you're going to get volatility. That's part of this business, and option writers can really get rich when we have volatility. So, guys, be writing. Always be writing. But get premium, not book value. Get premium. That's what I want to see. Thank you, everybody. Susan Shops, you are the best and so appreciated. Send my best to Jen 1. 11 million on Sofi so far traded. Thank you, Juan, for that. Quiet day, really. 768 now. Up 12 with the high of the day, 765 on Sofi today. We're now an hour into the opening. We're approaching 1 hour into the opening of the session here at the moment. Welcome all to the party, pals. Great to have you through here. 45-cent gain on GameStop. We're approaching the high of the day there, aren't we? Yeah, 1442. We're at the high of the day on GameStop now. 800,000 volume, nothing incredible, but it is inching higher, up 45 cents. That's good to see. See if there's a little more of a buy wave coming in on that one. AI is only up 8 at 25.52. I wait for the movement on that one. Someday they will take a shot. Unity at 33.28, up 26 cents. Google's up 3, Moderna's up 97, Cisco's up 93, doing well. IBM up 19.33 right now. I like the idea of writing an IBM 220 call and buying a 230 or a 240 call for a credit spread. I'm not sure which month I'm talking about, but I like the idea of those prices to be that far ahead and have a $20 spread so that the call you buy will really will shrink out quickly to nothing, leaving you a lovely credit on the call you wrote. That could give you a nice little spread, a nice credit spread there. Something to look into, everybody. Check it out at your leisure. As I said, the classes are there for you. Grab the classes to understand how to write credit spreads, how this works, how it can really benefit your bottom line. And as I said, you take these classes and you're writing options at the same time. You earn while you learn. And it's $150 a class. It's not going to break the bank. You can make more than that while you're taking the classes, in my humble opinion. So, kids, giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. And nice to see you joining the show today. This is going to be an interesting time for a lot of you who are transforming your lives dramatically here financially. You are making some serious changes in your lives, and I'm excited for all of you on this. Justin, I find it interesting that Wall Street Bets is radio silent on SoFi. Wait until they learn. I know it's just not being it's not being discussed like the old days. But then again, the market isn't like it was when we were in lockdown. We're not in the same world anymore. People are out there. They're all out there, and so that's the name of the game now. Is find your spots, pick your spots, be early, and enjoy the upside when everyone else figures it out. You want to be first, and so sure, it's a way to go, no doubt. We have now one more look before we say goodbye. We're looking here at a thumbs up meter of 162. Everybody, thank you. Just 38 away from 200. If any of you can find the thumbs up button, please nail it. Thank you all so very much. We've had a bunch of views here in the last couple of hours. Thank you for a nice participation again today. You guys are fabulous. Your support is never ending. It is so appreciated. And have a great rest of your day today. Keep an eye on these markets. Take the money from the gamblers. They're just dying to give it to you. You might as well be kind and just take it. I mean, just say, hey, give me your money. Big E. Neat with a Z at the end. You got to love that. Don't forget the Knights of BW. Remember, this is a psychological game, too. You want a company you believe in to do something and do well. The market plays on these emotions. Take emotions out of it. Just learn how to do these options. Stress goes away. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Let the market will tell you what to do. Write cash secured puts when they go down. Write covered calls when they go up. Do credit spreads on calls and puts, depending on the direction of the market. Deepen the money calls, permanent covered call strategy. Excellent way to grow. The more you write, the more you earn. Cindy, Alberto, Tesla has to go up to save my iron condor. It has to go iron. There you go, kids. All right, folks, thank you all for joining me today. As always, your participation is so appreciated. I hope you have a great rest of your day that works out for you. We'll keep an eye on this market as well, and we'll see how things work out. Don't forget, tomorrow is Friday, option expiry day for another week, and we'll see just where this market leads everybody. Get richer, kids. You deserve it. It's your turn. And remember, you're just joining the institutional traders. You're just doing what they're doing, and they're the winners. So join the winners. Stay away from the losers. All right, guys, that's it from Palm Desert, California. Jen and I will keep you posted on her progress. It is very good right now, and I thank you. And thank you all for your support of this channel. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow morning, first thing. In the meantime, take care, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye for now.